Men are disturbed not by things, but by the principles and notions they form concerning things, Epictetus taught. True freedom and resilience arise from within. No external circumstance can overpower you without your judgment's consent. Mastering our mind's interpretations and desires prevents enslavement by misfortunes or temptations. In modern life, we face numerous battles testing our fortitude. Societal pressures, fleeting indulgences, profound loss. Lasting strength surfaces by continually fortifying our inner citadel of reason and integrity. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do, Epictetus instructed. This journey begins with reflecting on the virtues you wish to embody: prudence, justice, courage, temperance. Commit to living by this code, regardless of allurements or adversities. With a Stoic spirit of self-discipline and determination, we transform philosophical theory into tangible fortitude. Through the ages, those who weathered the roughest storms were rendered unbreakable, not by circumstances, but by their unconquerable mind. Developing our inner fortress in the Stoic tradition allows us to emerge victorious in our struggles for resilience. Chapter 3. Taking responsibility for what we can control. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices I actually control, Epictetus said. A key to Stoic resilience is distinguishing what is within our control from what is not, and aligning our efforts accordingly. Accepting the limits of our influence preserves our energy and calmness when facing life's inevitable adversities. A potent example is Marcus Aurelius himself. As a Stoic philosopher, he navigated personal tragedies, political turmoil, and military conflicts. His writings and meditations remind us to make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Aurelius couldn't control the deaths of his children and wife, uprisings, plagues, or hostile forces. However, by mastering his perspective and reactions, elements within his control, he ruled with grace and wisdom during turbulent times. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it, Marcus Aurelius stated. Modern suffering often arises from attempting to control the uncontrollable. Corporate battles, toxic workplaces, social media ridicule. Applying the Stoic dichotomy of control, we recognize that others' behavior and public opinions are beyond our control. What we can control is our intentional response, acting with integrity, courage, and kindness, or indulging in unproductive lamentations. We have two lives, and the second begins when we realize we only have one, Confucius said. This aligns with Stoic thought. When our reputations are impugned, we can't stop misinformation, but can maintain virtuous character and share the truth. If we lose our jobs, we can't dictate others' actions, but can adapt skillfully. By separating external events from our judgments about them, we channel energy toward what we can control, our thoughts and actions. This path of the Stoic sage focuses effort where it counts, relinquishing frustrations over what cannot be governed. This realization bestows the supreme freedom to remain steadfast amidst any storm. Chapter 4. Finding Meaning in Adversity. The universe is transformation. Our life is what our thoughts make it, said Marcus Aurelius. While Stoics counsel distinguishing what we can and cannot control, they didn't view adversity as something to merely accept or endure. The Stoic path transforms difficulties into opportunities for growth and meaning. Marcus Aurelius, in Meditations, expresses gratitude for negative influences that developed his perseverance, humility, and self-discipline. Adversity was welcomed as raw material to forge an unshakable character. This principle aligns with Nietzsche's wisdom. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Discovering a deeper purpose through hardship makes any circumstance surmountable. Viktor Frankl in Nazi concentration camps found resilience by recognizing the freedom to dictate one's inner life and find meaning, even in suffering. He wrote, "Everything can be taken from a person but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. Modern difficulties, health issues, financial troubles, relationship breakdowns, induce immense suffering if viewed solely as unfair burdens. However, approaching them with the perspective of Aurelius and Frankl transforms them into opportunities for patience, courage, acceptance, and growth." This Stoic metamorphosis of difficulties into sources of meaning and strength is the profound strategy for withstanding life's inevitable storms and emerging. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on philosophy, personal growth, and living wisely. In 170 AD, Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius waged a prolonged and grueling war against the Germanic tribes. His legions, beset by disease and vastly outnumbered, struggled in harsh conditions. Amidst this adversity, one of Aurelius's most renowned quotes emerged: "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." With unwavering Stoic resilience, Aurelius rallied his troops, ultimately prevailing against formidable odds. This story vividly illustrates how adopting Stoic philosophy enables us to endure and triumph over even the most severe challenges through perspective shifts. At its essence, Stoicism teaches that we cannot control external events, only our judgments and reactions to them. By focusing our efforts inward, on our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we cultivate inner strength, self-mastery, and the ability to face any challenge with equanimity. Ancient Stoics like Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius crafted a timeless framework for living a life of virtue, resilience, and freedom by distinguishing between what we can control and what we cannot. In this video, we will delve into crucial Stoic principles and strategies that empower us to remain strong amid life's challenges. Through inspiring stories of famous exemplars and everyday life scenarios, we will explore how to reframe our perspective on adversity, build inner grit and self-control, accept what we can and cannot control, find meaning and growth in difficulties, and ultimately live as a wiser, more resilient version of ourselves. If you're ready to embody the teachings of this ancient yet profoundly practical philosophy, let's embark on our journey into the tenets of enduring Stoic strength. Chapter 1. Reframing our perspective. "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it," said Marcus Aurelius. The primary Stoic lesson for remaining strong lies in how we view and respond to difficulties. Our perspective shapes our entire experience of adversity. Consider Muhammad Ali, one of sports history's most iconic and resilient figures. In 1967, at the peak of his boxing career, Ali was drafted into the Vietnam War. As a conscientious objector based on his beliefs, Ali refused to serve, resulting in the loss of his heavyweight title and boxing license, along with a 5-year prison sentence later overturned. To the outside world, Ali's situation seemed dire, jeopardizing his fame, career, and future. However, Ali's response was quintessentially Stoic. He declared, "I'm not going to be what you want me to be," reframing his perspective. What appeared as a setback was a challenge to his principles that he fully embraced. During his 4-year legal battle, Ali spent his prime athletic years outside the ring. Most would see this as a devastating setback, yet Ali used this time to spread his message, inspiring millions worldwide with his courage and conviction. His apparent tragedy became a platform for a greater purpose. Reframing our viewpoint is immensely powerful when faced with adversity. Challenges like failure, betrayal, or bullying become more manageable when we shift our perspective. Stoics aren't discouraged by external circumstances but find meaning in them. As Marcus Aurelius taught, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. To reframe your perspective in a more resilient, stoic way, consider these practical techniques. 1. Separate control. Imagine being passed over for a promotion at work. A Stoic would distinguish between what is within their control, work performance, attitude, efforts, and what is not, the final promotion decision. There is no benefit in feeling resentful over something outside your control. 2. Broaden perspective. View the situation impartially. Is this event catastrophic or a temporary professional disappointment? Remind yourself it is a small part of a larger journey. 3. Rewrite the narrative. Rewrite your story rationally and resiliently. This situation is an opportunity to seek feedback and improve, not a reflection of your worth. 4. Intentional response. Contemplate how you wish to respond. Will you be discouraged or motivated to work harder? A Stoic would show self-discipline, reason, and stability. Reframing your perspective in this adaptable way transforms setbacks into opportunities to practice Stoic resilience. Over time, this wise approach becomes a bulwark against adversities large and small. Chapter 2. Strengthening the Inner Self. No person has the power to have everything they want, but it is within their power not to want what they don't have and to cheerfully use what they do have, said Epictetus. At the core of Stoic strength lies inner fortitude, cultivating reason, self-discipline, and virtue to remain unshaken by external forces. This principle is personified by the life journey of iconic boxer Mike Tyson. In his prime, Tyson was the most feared man in the ring, demolishing opponents ferociously. Yet outside, his life spiraled into a vortex of excesses, drugs, alcohol, and misguided attachments. Stoic philosophy helped Tyson rebuild from the ashes of his fallen empire. He embraced the Stoic pursuit of self-mastery over judgments, emotions, and will. Discipline is doing what you hate to do but doing it like you love it, Tyson said. This mental fortification enabled him to shed toxic attachments, regain discipline, and re-emerge as a grounded, purposeful individual.